Tonight, let us take a slow and quiet journey into the rhythm of sleep itself. Not just the dream world or the deep stillness, but the entire cycle that carries us gently through the night. When you close your eyes and rest your head, you are stepping into a pattern that has been with humanity since the beginning of time. A rhythm that repeats again and again until morning comes. Like waves rolling onto the shore, your body and mind move through stages, each one with its own role, its own purpose, and its own calmness. The first step in this cycle is light sleep, the gentle descent where the boundary between wakefulness and slumber begins to blur. Imagine yourself lying quietly in bed. The room is still, the air is soft, and your eyes grow heavy. This is the threshold, a place where thoughts begin to wander and the world outside slowly fades. Your body is still awake enough to hear faint sounds, but they no longer matter. They are distant, softened, as though a veil is falling between you and the outside world. In this first stage, the body begins to change. Your muscles relax little by little. Your breathing slows into an easy rhythm. Your heartbeat gently steadies like a drumbeat that keeps time but grows softer. Sometimes as you drift here, you may feel a sudden twitch or jolt as if you were falling. Scientists call this a hypnic jerk. It is the brain's way of testing whether the body is ready to let go. Far from disturbing, it is only a small reminder that you are crossing a threshold, leaving one world and entering another. This first descent into light sleep usually lasts only a few minutes, but within those minutes your brain is shifting gears. The chatter of daytime thoughts fades, and the electrical rhythms of the brain slow down. Instead of the quick, sharp waves of wakefulness, the patterns become smoother, more relaxed. If someone were to look at your brain in this moment, they would see it settling into a quieter frequency, like a river moving from rushing rapids into a calm stream. Then, almost without noticing, you drift deeper into stage 2 of light sleep. Here your body begins to prepare in earnest for the night ahead. Your temperature lowers, saving energy for the work of restoration that will come later. Your heartbeat and breathing find a steady pattern, unhurried and calm. The body grows stiller. The outside world slips further away. In stage 2, something remarkable happens in the brain. Bursts of activity called sleep spindles ripple through your mind. These spindles are like gentle sparks, short flashes that protect your rest. They act as guardians, keeping outside noises from waking you too easily, letting you stay asleep even if a door creaks or a car passes outside. At the same time, they help to lock memories into place, tucking away pieces of the day so they will not be lost. Alongside the spindles are slow waves, calm and steady rhythms that sweep across the brain. These waves are like the strokes of a painter's brush, smoothing the canvas, clearing away clutter. They help to organize, to prepare, to set the stage for what comes next. Even in these early stages of sleep, your mind is already at work, shaping and sorting without you ever needing to try. This stage of light sleep is where we spend a great deal of the night. It may seem quiet, almost uneventful, but it is far from wasted. It is here that the body rehearses its nightly pattern, moving gently toward deeper rest. If you wake up for just a moment during the night, it is often from this stage. You might roll over, adjust your blanket, or simply drift back again. The cycle is flexible, forgiving, and always willing to continue its rhythm. What makes this first descent so comforting is how natural it is. You do not force yourself into sleep. You do not command the body to follow these steps. Instead, like the moon pulling on the tide, sleep draws you in with its quiet rhythm. Each breath, each slowing heartbeat is part of that pull. And as you sink into this light stage, your body begins to let go of the demands of the day. Muscles that held tension now soften. The weight of thought eases. And though you may still sense the world around you, it no longer asks for your attention. The sleep cycle always begins here, in light rest. Every night, no matter how long or short, no matter how calm or restless, this first descent carries you into the pattern. And though you may not remember it in the morning, it is always the doorway you pass through, the gentle beginning of a much deeper journey. Now, as light sleep carries you gently along, the body begins to sink further. The soft drifting of stage 2 deepens, and you move into the slow embrace of deep sleep. This stage is different. Here the body no longer hovers between waking and resting. It settles, it anchors itself, it fully lets go. Deep sleep is sometimes called slow-wave sleep because the brain's patterns shift into broad rolling rhythms. These waves move slowly, calmly, like a tide sweeping across the shore. Unlike the lighter stages, where activity flickers and shifts, deep sleep is steady. It is a time of profound restoration, a stage where the body and brain begin their most important work. As you enter this stage, your muscles relax even further. The body becomes heavy, resting deeply into the mattress. Your breathing grows slow and even, like the steady swell of the ocean. The heart beats calmly, not hurried, not distracted, but simply steady. In this stillness, your body begins to repair itself. Cells are restored. Muscles recover from the strain of the day. Energy is replenished, carefully stored for tomorrow. This is also the time when the immune system is strengthened. Proteins are released to help the body defend itself, to repair what may have been worn down. Growth hormones flow more freely, aiding in healing and renewal. It is as if the body uses these hours to quietly tidy its house, mending, repairing, and strengthening without you ever being aware. In the mind, deep sleep serves a special role. Memories that were touched upon during the lighter stages now find their place. Some are kept, tucked carefully into long-term storage, while others are gently released, no longer needed. The mind chooses what to hold on to and what to let drift away. If the lighter stages of sleep are like sketching ideas on a page, deep sleep is like pressing them into clay, giving them permanence, shape, and weight. Dreams here are rare and faint. Unlike the vivid landscapes of later REM sleep, the mind in deep sleep is quiet, still, almost silent. It is not a place of stories, but of calm. A place where thinking softens into nothing, where the mind rests fully, as though even thought itself has taken a pause. This stage is especially important in the early part of the night. Much of your deepest sleep happens within the first half of your rest. It is the foundation on which the rest of the night is built. If sleep were a long journey across an ocean, then deep sleep would be the anchor dropped into the water, keeping everything steady and secure. Without it, the night would drift, restless and thin. With it, the body and mind are renewed, grounded, prepared. It is during this time that waking becomes most difficult. If someone were to call your name, or a sound were to stir in the distance, your mind would not respond easily. It would cling to the stillness, reluctant to rise. And if you were pulled from this stage suddenly, you might feel groggy, heavy, as though pulled too quickly from the depths. This feeling is called sleep inertia, a reminder of just how far you had drifted. But when allowed to continue undisturbed, deep sleep is like sinking into warm water, safe and steady. The body surrenders fully, and the world outside disappears. You are not gone, not lost, but held by the natural rhythm that has guided every human, every night, across all of time. The beauty of deep sleep is its simplicity. There are no complex images, no racing thoughts, no effort required. It is pure rest. The mind and body together pause. And in that pause, the most essential work is done. The mind clears space, the body restores energy, and you, without needing to know or notice, are prepared for the day that lies ahead. As the night continues, this stage will return again and again, though shorter each time. The early cycles of sleep give more time to deep rest, while the later ones shift toward dreams. But always, it is here, woven into the pattern. A silent gift, steady and necessary. So as you imagine yourself sinking deeper, picture it as floating downward into calm water. The surface grows distant, the light softer, until you are resting at the bottom of a quiet sea. Nothing stirs, nothing presses. There is only calm, and in that calm, renewal. And yet the night does not stop here. For beyond the stillness of deep sleep lies another shift, another change in rhythm. Soon, the body and mind will move again, rising gently toward the strange and vivid world of dreams. And just as the tide never stays still, the rhythm of sleep shifts once more. From the quiet depth of slow-wave sleep, the body begins to rise again, not into waking, but into something different, something almost otherworldly. The stillness gives way to movement, gentle at first, then more vivid, This is REM sleep, the stage of rapid eye movement, the realm of dreams. It may seem strange. The body lies still, yet the eyes move beneath closed lids, darting softly from side to side, as though following invisible scenes. Breathing quickens, no longer steady and slow, but light and irregular, echoing the changing images within the mind. The heart beats a little faster, the brain awakens in its own way, and the mind begins to weave its stories. Dreams arrive here, not the faint shadows of earlier stages, but full, colorful landscapes. The mind paints with a vivid brush, faces, places, feelings, entire worlds. Some of these dreams seem to echo the day, reworking conversations, sights, and thoughts. Others seem to appear from nowhere, carrying you into worlds you have never known, weaving impossible scenes that feel real in the moment. Scientists believe this stage plays a special role in memory and emotion. While deep sleep strengthens the foundation of learning, REM sleep takes what has been stored and connects it. It sorts, reshapes, and sometimes softens the sharp edges of feeling. If deep sleep is the quiet repair of the body, REM sleep is the quiet rebalancing of the mind. It is thought that here, emotional memories are processed, allowing the mind to heal from stress, to place difficult experiences into softer frames. The body, though, remains still. A natural paralysis sets in, gentle but firm, keeping muscles from acting out the vivid movements of dreams. Without this, the body might toss and turn in rhythm with the dream itself. Instead, the body rests, while only the eyes and the breath reveal the hidden activity of the mind. During this stage, the brain is nearly as active as it is when awake. Patterns of electrical activity, bursts of movement, and waves of communication flicker through it. Yet to you, none of this is felt. You drift inside the dream, unaware of the work the brain is doing beneath the surface. Dreams themselves are mysterious. Some people remember them clearly, holding on to their details like pages in a book. Others wake with only a trace, a fading sense of feeling, unable to grasp the images. But whether remembered or forgotten, dreams are part of the cycle, a natural rhythm as old as humanity itself. It is during REM sleep that creativity often stirs. Connections are made between ideas, patterns are seen that waking thought may overlook. The mind is free, unbound by logic, unshaped by strict reason. It wanders, experiments, imagines. Many great thinkers throughout history have credited dreams with inspiration. Scientists, artists, writers. Though for most of us, dreams simply serve as a quiet theater of the night, entertaining, strange, sometimes comforting, sometimes unsettling. Yet always they pass. The scenes may feel endless in the moment, but each dream is only a fragment of time, carried by the cycles of the night. After a period of REM sleep, the body shifts again, sinking back into lighter stages, then into deep rest once more. The cycle repeats over and over through the night, and with each cycle, the balance changes. In the first part of the night, deep sleep dominates, grounding and restoring the body. In the later hours, REM sleep grows longer, filling the final part of the night with vivid dreams. By morning, much of the night's last hours may be spent in this stage, leaving behind fragments of dream that linger into waking. There is something delicate, almost poetic, about this balance. The body begins the night by securing itself, repairing, anchoring in deep rest. Then, as safety and renewal are assured, it gives more time to the mind, allowing it to wander, to imagine, to restore its own balance. Each cycle is a conversation between body and mind, one stage caring for the muscles and the heart, the other for memory, emotion, and imagination. The rhythm of REM sleep is not rushed. It is not hurried. It flows like waves, rising and falling through the night, carrying you between stillness and story, between silence and imagination. And though you may not remember all its details, its work is carried with you into the day, the calmness of emotion, the creativity of thought, the balance of body and mind. Picture yourself here, resting in this stage. Your body is still, your breath is soft, your heart moving gently within you. Behind your closed eyes, quiet images rise like lanterns floating across the surface of a lake. You do not need to hold them. They will come and go. You are simply drifting, carried along by the rhythm that has always been here, guiding every night's journey. And even as dreams continue, the cycle flows onward. Soon, after its quiet theater has played out, the body will move once again, circling back toward lighter sleep, ready to begin again. And just as every journey circles back, the sleep cycle too continues, looping gently from stage to stage, until the night itself begins to fade. After the vivid activity of REM sleep, the body does not leap awake, but drifts softly into lighter stages once more. From here, the rhythm begins again. Light rest, deep restoration, dreams, and then back again. This cycle repeats itself 4, 5, sometimes even 6 times across the span of a single night. Each pass through the stages has its own shape. In the earliest hours, deep sleep is longest, anchoring you in heavy stillness. As the night wears on, REM sleep grows longer, while deep sleep shortens. By the final cycles just before waking, much of your time is spent in dream-filled REM, your mind wandering in vivid color, until the morning light begins to stir you. It is a design that has been with us for thousands of years. Every human being, no matter where they live, no matter what culture they belong to, passes through this same quiet rhythm. Our ancestors under starlit skies, our lives now under artificial light, and even future generations who may live far from Earth's surface, sleep carries the same pattern, the same delicate balance of body and mind. When morning comes, the body does not simply switch on like a machine. It is a slow re-entry, often beginning in lighter sleep before drifting into consciousness. You may stir, turn, open your eyes, and close them again, hovering between the dream and the day. For some, this moment is peaceful, the body ready and restored. For others, it may take time, as if the mind and body are reluctant to leave behind the calm of the night. In this way, waking is not separate from the sleep cycle, it is part of it. The transitions between stages, from light sleep to deep, from dream to waking, all form a continuous flow. Just as dusk melts into night and night melts into dawn, so too does sleep rise and fall until the moment you return to the waking world. And though the science of sleep explains the stages, the rhythm, the patterns of brain and body, there is still something mysterious in this nightly passage. No matter how many studies measure it, no matter how many machines track its waves, the experience itself remains deeply human. You close your eyes, you drift into darkness, you wander through landscapes of dream, and you return, renewed, to the light of day. Perhaps this is why sleep has always held a place of wonder in our stories and traditions. In some ancient cultures, dreams were thought to be messages from the divine, or journeys of the soul beyond the body. In others, the cycle of night and day mirrored the cycle of life and death, rest and renewal, endings and beginnings. Even now, as science unfolds its secrets, the poetry of sleep remains. It is both biology and mystery, both rhythm and story. As you think of this cycle tonight, you may notice how natural it feels, how the body already knows this rhythm, how it does not need instruction, only space and time. Sleep comes as it always has, carrying you through its stages, mending, balancing, and restoring. You do not need to try. You do not need to force. It is already happening, quietly, beneath the surface, carrying you deeper into peace. Picture yourself completing this cycle now. Light sleep welcomes you with its calm doorway. Deep sleep anchors you, holding you steady, repairing what is worn. REM sleep opens its theater, filling the night with stories, and then slowly, gently, the cycle rises again, preparing you for the return of day. All of it flows together, not separate parts, but one continuous rhythm, like the rise and fall of breath, like the pull and release of the tide. And when you wake, you will carry it with you. The restoration of the body, the balance of the mind, the quiet touch of dreams, all folded into you, ready to move through the day ahead. Sleep is not absence. It is presence of another kind. a nightly renewal that allows life itself to continue. So as you lie here drifting between thought and rest, let this rhythm take hold. Feel the calm of light sleep, the depth of restoration, the wonder of dreaming, the gentle rise toward morning. There is no need to resist it, no need to hold it. The body knows, the mind knows, and together they will carry you through the cycle again and again until the night is done. And when the morning light comes, you will rise not just having slept, but having been carried through this natural journey, the quiet work of body and mind complete, leaving you ready for a new day. So rest now. Drift gently. The cycle is here, steady and timeless, carrying you deeper and deeper still.